An ancient olive grove at night is a place of absolute stillness. The gnarled branches are frozen in the moonlight, and the air carries a heavy, isolating silence. That silence is broken by the sound of thick liquid hitting the dry soil. A man is on his knees, his body reacting to a force that is forcing blood through his skin to fall like sweat. His companions are feet away, asleep among the tree roots. They are oblivious to the struggle occurring in the dark. At this moment, there are no Roman soldiers present. No one has touched him. This physiological collapse is happening in a void of physical violence, suggesting a different kind of pressure is at work, one linked to the name of the ground beneath him. This location is Gethsemane, a name that translates from Aramaic to oil press. Ancient oil production relied on the brutal mechanics of a stone press. A massive wheel rolled over the harvest, breaking down the fruit. Extraction required the pulverization of the olive, skin and pit alike, using intense weight to release its oil. In the darkness of the grove, Jesus is experiencing an internal version of this mechanical process. The pressure is not coming from a stone wheel, but from the weight of the task he is about to undertake. The location serves as a literal mirror for the event. He entered a place defined by crushing, to face a psychological weight that would break his body before the first physical blow was struck. This physiological reaction is known as hematrosis. It is a rare medical condition that causes blood to enter the sweat glands. Biology only triggers this response in the presence of extreme mental anguish or the intense anticipation of severe trauma. Under significant stress, the network of tiny capillary blood vessels surrounding the sweat glands violently constrict. These vessels reach a breaking point, rapidly dilating until they burst. Blood hemorrhages into the sweat glands, pushing to the surface of the skin. This biological rupture is the body's physical response to an internal weight. In the silence of Gethsemane, Jesus was contemplating the cup he had mentioned in his prayers. This cup represented the anticipation of bearing the total burden of human sin and the subsequent unprecedented separation from God. The blood on the ground provides a physical measurement of that spiritual weight. It is the biological proof of an internal pressure so great it forced the blood through his skin. This moment in Gethsemane stands as a direct counterpoint to the first garden in human history, Eden. In Eden, the first man, Adam, failed his test, bringing sin and its consequence, death, into the human experience. Jesus enters this second garden as the last Adam. He is here to face the consequences of that original failure and reverse the trajectory of human history. Despite his body breaking under the anticipation of the cross, he chooses to remain in the press. He submits his will to the Father, accepting the weight that is pulverizing his physical frame. This submission is where the requirements of justice and the extension of mercy intersect. The internal crushing he endures in the garden is the beginning of the sacrifice. An olive must be broken to produce the oil that provides light. In the same way, Jesus allowed himself to be crushed by the weight of human sin to provide a path to redemption. The blood left in the soil of the oil press was the first drop of a sacrifice that would change the course of humanity. It was the result of the press doing its necessary work.